I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Hey, YouTube. YouTube. Let me explain something for you new YouTubers or people who are just starting your channels. When you bring your personal business onto social media, this doesn't even just apply to YouTube, but in all social media. When you decide to take your personal business onto the internet, onto social media, you cannot expect people not to comment on what you're bringing to us because you brought it. We didn't go digging in your business. Only reason we know about your business is because you have decided to bring your personal business onto YouTube, right? Hey, people. I gotta sing my verse. How y'all doing today? Hey, people. Well, it looks like it's a dry day for YouTube for me, so I decided to comment on the situation between Mr. Giovanni. What's his last name? I forget. Giovanni and TS Madison. I see this has been percolating for a week or so, or a few days. Now, this person is an angry person, so he's not going to like the idea that I actually had the nerve to comment on the situation, which is bullshit. Because when if you don't want people to talk about your problems or your personal business, don't bring it on social media. Okay, that's what we do. We come on here every day and we see what people are talking about, and then we talk about it, just like you were a celebrity, honey, because you have chosen to bring it on YouTube. Okay. I'm not going to pick sides here necessarily. I do like TS Madison. We haven't had a lot of communication, but I've always admired that person. I think it's a decent person. This Geo person, I've just recently become aware of him. Actually, back in February, I think when this whole thing with his job went down, I became aware of him. And there was a situation with this other lady, the alien, Michelle, the alien Brown. So that's all I know of him. But I see now he is going to make this long video. And I just thought, I said, well, this is not how you handle business. Man, if you are going to be in the business of managing talent, they should have made you sign a what's he call it? Non-disclosure. They should have made you sign one of those DNA. Is that what it's called? Non-disclosure agreement. So you won't be able to tell this girl's business. Because as I watch this video, I see he's talking about her bills, how she pays her bills, her mother. So let that sink in now. You're going all into the relationship between this woman and her mother. And you're even suggesting on the slide that this woman has pushed her mother out of their chair, out of her wheelchair. You say, oh, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. At the same time, why'd you bring it up then? You said there's only two other people in the room when her mother fell out of her chair. So you're suggesting or making the innuendo that this girl has pushed her own mother, who she loves dearly, out of her chair. Do you know what, Mr. Giovanni? There are a lot of people that love the relationship between TS Madison and her mother. There are so many transgender women who would love to have such a relationship with their mother. I don't even have that kind of relationship with my own mother. So because this woman has her mother as a part of her life, and because they have a good relationship and they communicate well, why do you have to come on here and try to piss all over their relationship? That was wrong. And then you went on, you said, oh, somebody said something about her status. I didn't say anything about the status. I didn't say, why are we talking about the status then? You have just said that. You're insinuating that she's got health issues. And you're saying that you didn't say that. You did say that. These are just things I'm pointing out that where I think that you are wrong, right? And this is another big one. Then you said something about her tax situation. Now, that might be even suable, right? You trying to get your ass whooped or what? You trying to involve the IRS in somebody's personal business, stuff that you don't necessarily have access to. Maybe she didn't want you in her business to that degree. But you are saying all these things, And at the same time you're saying them, you're saying you're not saying them. Mr. Giovanni, I'm not trying to jump all down in your mess, but you have got to let this damn thing go. You have got to let it go, brother. Let me say, I want to show you something. Hold on a minute.
Disgruntled employee is a person that was not qualified for the job, but was insisting so much and begging to the employer to give him/her a chance and hire him/her. Then, after he/she is on the job, he feels he is entitled to do whatever he wants now, and employer is now his prisoners because of labor laws and O&S laws. And
okay, that's from the Urban Dictionary, right? So it may not apply specifically to your case. But I'm saying is this, bro. You are a disgruntled employee. You went on here and told gave all these documents about how much this woman paid you. Now, if you have worked for 7 years for a total of $30,000, that is something you could have stopped at any point, right? I mean, after the first year, what did that break down to? About $7,000 a year? After you were paid $7,000 the first year, why did you do it the second year? And then the third year, fourth year, fifth year, we're breaking it down, dividing the 30,000 by 7 times. You stood there for 7 years. So obviously this money wasn't all that disagreeable because you took it. You took the money for 7 years. Who stays on a job that they hate or they underpaid for 7 years? Right? I'm just trying to get you to understand how wrong it is what you're doing by pursuing this mess. Now, how many months are we later and you're still disgruntled? Maybe this is the closest you've ever come to celebrity, is by being associated with TS Madison. Maybe you got hurt. Maybe some part of you love this woman and you are hurt when she decided to let you go. But we can see by your attitude, Mr. Giovanni, that you could be a liability to someone who is in business. Now, what are all the other girls? I don't know what kind of talent you represent. You represent other transgender women or drag queens or people in entertainment, maybe some comedians or something. What are they going to say when they see you all over the internet being a disgruntled employee? So they're saying that if I break up with this person, if it doesn't work out, this is what I'm up against. It puts me in the mind of Miss Monique. Who in the hell wants to hire Monique? You see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going? I'm only talking about this because you made it public. You made it public. We're not going to just sit you. I mean, those of us who actually like this woman, we're not going to sit here unless you just piss all over her without any comment. If you didn't want any comment, you should call her on the phone. Right? But I'm just trying to figure out who's going to hire you. What other talent is going to hire you and take a chance with you if they know that all their business is going to be put out, their tax information, and you even accuse this woman of having I don't want to make it any worse, a health situation. You said, "Oh, I'm not saying that they do. I'm not saying that they do." Why are you talking about it then? So I think this is just wrong, Mr. Giovanni, on so many levels. I don't care about your making rebuttal videos, cussing me out. I don't give a damn about any of that. I'm going to speak my mind. And I think that you're wrong. You're going here, you're spilling all this person's information. You're telling her about her arrangement with her cell phone. Why is that pertinent information? Why is that pertinent information? You're going on about this girl. She had a dear friend who she loves. But when we see her mansion, we see her big house. I know you won't like the word mansion. This person, Eve, who was her dear friend, from what we know. I mean, you don't know the innards of a person's relationship. She seems to love this person. Why would you go try to piss on that relationship even? You're just being evil and petty. And brother, your chances of getting another job with another talent, they're very slim. And if you keep pursuing this, nobody is going to want to, excuse me, fuck with you. Right? So I'm just saying this. If you don't want people in your business, you don't want nobody to say nothing, take your business offline. Take your business off a line. You said you accused her of being a racist. So you're trying to interfere even with her business relationships with white people. You see that? This is classic defamation of character. You can call this woman a bigot. Listen, to be totally frank, I've always liked white boys myself. So there's always been a certain amount of, oh, you like those black people. They just do that. It's just a flippant kind of statement. But I don't think that necessarily qualifies her as a hardcore bigot, because she kind of razzed you a little bit because of the kind of trade you like. I'm sure you do the same thing, whatever, you know, people who like bears, people who like whatever. You trying to paint this woman to be some horrible monster. But I think you should just consider that when you bring your business onto social media, you're inviting people like me, bottom feeders, whatever language you want to use, into your personal life. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Let me say hello to my darlings over here. Hey, people. Maybe he was her friend. Maybe he got hurt. He said in this long video that he made that he didn't know her. He said, I just answered an ad and I didn't know her before that. We were not friends. And then he got mad because at some point she said, I don't think you're my friend. Well, hell, if you didn't know her, you're just an employee, right? Perhaps their split hurt him in some way. But Mr. Giovanni, you're not showing a very high level of character. I mean, your character seems to suck. If I have a business relationship with somebody, I don't expect them then when we break up or we get fired. You know, I mean, it's not like it's a job that's guaranteed for 30 years, right? They're going to go and spill all of my business in the street and make up stories and try to drop lugs like I pushed my mother out of a wheelchair. I got all these diseases, all of these things that you're suggesting. Who in the fuck wants to hire somebody like that? That's my question. Okay. Suki, let's see what you said. If some of this is true, she should not have told him. She should not have told him what? Separate business. Yeah, I don't know how friendly they were. He said he just answered an ad. He didn't know her from Adam. And they had a business relationship. But when somebody tells you, listen, I made $30,000 in 7 years. That's what they paid me. How in the hell are you there 7 years? Somebody's paying you $7,000 a year and that is still your primary client. You have not sought to have other clients. Usually agents or managers, they get a percent. Maybe they get a 10%. So maybe they only make $10,000 from that client, but they have other clients. They don't just have one client, expect this person to support them. And they certainly don't expect you to wait 7 years. And then all of a sudden it's unsatisfactory. We don't know what this job entails. Do you know some of these lawyers, you go into the office and they say, okay, I'll show up in court for you. They might sit up there and just sign something, $10,000. They ain't even moved out of their chair. We don't know what the job entails, right? I don't know if you're supposed to, yeah, if you representing Beyonce, I'd say you get you a nice fat income from representing people like Beyonce and Jay-Z and all of these big superstars, because the percentage would be so much more, right? Let me shut up, let somebody else talk. My mama used to tell me when I was a child, Kim, let somebody else talk. Okay, let's see what you guys got to say. Y'all just say hello most of the time. Lord have mercy. This boy just going in. Was it 6 months later? 4 or 5, 6 months later? And you were still that angry at that woman? Man, you got to let it go. And don't be so proud that you can't see a therapist. If you're having a problem breaking up in a relationship, or I assume it applies to if you're breaking up in a job as well, something you're having a very hard time with. There's nothing wrong with seeking some, honey. I mean, you seem like angry like this happened yesterday, right? We don't know how much work you did for that 30,000. Were you always on the bus with her? Always traveling? You're the one that chose to live in one state and then manage somebody in a whole nother state and then do all this driving. You can't blame that on the employer. This is something you opted to do. You say, I'll do it. I'll do it. Maybe you thought that if I keep saying, I'll do it, you would impress her and she would give you much more money. Right? At the same time, you're saying that she has no money. You said she broke. So which is it? Is she broke or is she cheap? Anyway, TS Madison does not like people talking about her. She considers that clout chasing. So I'm going to try to be respectful of that. But it's the news, baby. It's the news. Right? I get some drama in my life and I decide to come on YouTube and tell everybody about it. Honey, it's out there. If they want to talk about it, they can. I did notice that, Mr. Giovanni, your numbers have increased. You have gotten over your 1,000 point. You were low, but you're only 800 something a couple of days ago. Now you're at 1,400 something. So you can still, it's still a kind of a clout chase kind of a thing, because you know, as long as you use her name, then people will want to listen in, right? People want the tea. They love it, right? So you are so essentially using her because your relationship and your business relationship is broken up. Was it simply a matter of calling a venue and making the date? I mean, is that like working an hour here? Maybe next week you work another hour, whatever. Then maybe these funds are not so extreme as you make them sound. But I think, brother, you need to talk to someone. You need to have a conversation with someone about this obsession you have with TS Madison. There is no getting even. So are you gonna be one of these people that holds on to this for years now, instead of getting out there and getting more clients? That's what I would say. I would say, although when they see this kind of behavior, that's why Monique had such a hard time. When they seen her behavior all over the internet, they said, "Oh no, honey, you are a liability. Too hot to touch." Right? Because when they get you, they cannot get rid of you. Slow day in news, people. That's all it is. Not this topic, Valcor. Well, I got to choose from what's out there, Valcor. You can only talk about Trump and his fucking shenanigans so much. Every day he's surprised, don't he? I know y'all don't want to hear it every day. That's the thing. So you could hear it on the news and just follow that dude. He don't want nobody to vote by mail. So he wants people to be in their cars, in lines for miles and miles and miles and miles to vote. He know black people ain't gonna get out there, honey. They are not gonna get out there and stand no damn line for no 24 hours just to vote, just to say like that. We have been voting in California by mail. I have never voted any other way, tell you the truth, for years. Maybe, I don't know, how long we've been doing it. I've always done it that way. Not a problem in the world, but he's already setting it up. And then see what I mean? Look how easy it was. Here I am talking about that fucking orange man. Let me see. No, Giovanni Mac. I didn't even have an interest in your story, to tell you the truth. I know Madison don't want people talking about her business. I didn't even have an interest in it till I saw you try to slip that HIV shit in there. I didn't say it. Oh, I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying innuendo. How you try to play, that's hitting way, way, way below the belt. That's nasty. You don't do something like that to somebody, whether they are positive or not. It's not your place. So you're an employee and you're picking up information around the house. What did you say? Oh, you were so concerned about her redoing her basement. What the hell is that supposed to be, a read? At least she has a basement. She had a basement, kept your ass employed. And I don't think you're the only one getting payouts either. Man, if you're still holding on to this long, let it go. Let it go. Go get a job. Go and do something else. Get some more clients if you feel like you're good at that. You saw that thing I gave you from the Urban Dictionary, because it was saying that the person was not necessarily qualified in the first damn place. I mean, why? You ain't giving us no details about why the split. Why did she have to let you go? You're more concerned with her decorating her basement and how she pays her phone bill. He wasn't angry. He was tired, says Mrs. B. He was tired. He should have been tired in year one. If you ain't getting enough money from this thing, man, perhaps he was depending too much on that one client. You talking about driving cross country and shit like that? Child, please. If there's not enough money involved in the situation to buy an airline ticket, why even fuck with it? I ain't talked to nobody. Hello, Nicole Reloaded, Redbone. Hello, chat. Have y'all seen this story even percolating? He's gained about 500-600 subs in a couple of days. So I said, well, it's a story. It's an old story. It's a story that took place in February. So I don't know what he hopes to accomplish. All I can see is this is clout, because whenever you use Madison's name, you're going to draw people in. Nobody's showing up just to hear from Giovanni. It's the truth, people. Oh, I spit all over myself. He must have said, you ain't no witches. You ain't spitting no spirit on me. We're trying to rock star today. All these drinks. I can't drink coffee at night, but I think the main thing they do is produce headaches. What else is going on, people? How y'all doing today? I heard there's going to be a big debate. I ain't dipped my hand in that, but I heard it's going to be a big debate. You finally called her live? Hey, Grenetta. He is a messy queen. What other queen's going to hire you, child? She got more pull than you got. They don't know you. You live in Indiana somewhere, right? So word spreads fast, honey. When you're on the internet and you're on social media talking all this trash, you can go trash in somebody's life. Her relationship with her mother. I mean, what's your relationship with your mother? Hell, a whole lot of us ain't got no relationship with our mothers. I think it's kind of nice to see. I think it's an awful shame that you're going to piss all over it. Sound like it might be a little jealousy there. You say they talk about you, but they talk about you in subliminals. So if they talking about you in subliminals, why are you out here with their name all out in this damn place? And it should be eye for an eye. Oh my God. Okay, Nicole Reloaded. Okay, you got into this thing. So it's not only me that's found some interest in it then. Is that this stuff? I'm salivating all at the mouth. You know, in those movies where they have witches and things, they put a spell on your ass and green stuff start coming all out. I hope he ain't no root worker. Okay, Nicole Reloaded says, I broke the Giovanni Mac live down into 6 parts on my channel. Oh, I got to check that out. Y'all go over there to see Nicole Reloaded, so you can go directly to parts you want to see. Okay. Yeah, if you follow the story, hell, I go over there. I'm going to see. I think it's admirable what TS Madison does. I just admire that person. So like I admire Tyler Perry. I don't watch no Tyler Perry shows, but I admire the man. I admire his business sense. I admire him. I admire him because he created something out of nothing. Same thing. It's smaller. It's a smaller, much smaller level, but at the same time, you got to admire a person like that. All right. He was dropping loads way back in February. Separate business from friendship. Yep, don't do business with your friends. He said they didn't have no friendship. We all know TS got a tongue on her. Hell, I got one on me too. If somebody's up under me, they're going to see my best and worst sides. It's just natural. But back in my working days, all my bosses, I would always call them assholes at some point because they're telling me what to do. And they have an agenda. It's not my agenda. It's their agenda because they're the one writing the check, right? So that's not unusual. You guys know you've been on jobs. Hell, I'm sure you've called all of you have called your employers assholes at some point. But do you go on YouTube now and try to destroy the man's company? Please don't put yourself in the crosshairs of that fight. It's not worth it, Elaine Berry said. I know. I see you got that old fire tongue on it, but I ain't scared. I'm not scared. I'm just giving you my honest thoughts. Why would you bring that onto social media if you don't want nobody to talk about it? That's the part that burns me. People come on here and they rant all over the internet to us and then dare us to say anything about it. That's bullshit. You want your business to be private? Keep it private. We have no way of knowing you or anything about you. Apparently, this is how you're going to start your new channel. So if you're going to start it with mess, you're going to have to deal with mess. I'm not hating on the brother necessarily. Right, Maddie. Hey, Tracy. Maddie worked very hard for everything she has. He's lucky if she don't sue for defamation. Well, the only thing about suing for defamation, the people got to have something to sue. Right? If you ain't got nothing, you're wasting my time. Yeah, she works hard. These haters, child. Why are you trying to pull that person down? If you can't get on board, or they don't no longer want you, or you falling out, and you never tells about why she got rid of your ass, that story is private, I guess. Anyway, you don't want to discuss that. Discuss some of the wrong parts. What's your part in it, Giovanni? Books coming up wrong? I don't know, honey. Power bottom. Lincoln Jude always sees things through a sexual lens. Thank you, Tracy. Dropped in to welcome to Murderous Weekend. Hold on. Oh no, a Murderous Weekend? Oh, there's gonna be content out there? Oh shit. Lincoln Jude says Giovanni is coming off as a bitter, jealous, messy power bottom. Lord, I cannot deal with no power bottoms, honey. Y'all know how my friend was telling me. I got this friend, African guy, right? So I'm not sexual anymore, but he is. And he likes masculine guys, but he's the kind of guy, he likes all different kinds of guys, right? So their race, he likes all of them. So he brought this, he met this guy online. And you know how sometimes on porn movies, the women be doing all that bouncing around and stuff and popping it up and twerking and stuff with their booty all out. He said he brought this hard-looking brother from a bar. He brought the man. Well, I guess he went online. The guy had on woman's panties, and he was popping his ass like he was a stripper or something. He said, "Yuck!" I said, "Did you do it?" Honey, I cannot deal with no power bottom. Turn me over here. That's right. Hit it right there. Oh no. Flip me back over to the right. Oh yeah, that's real good right there. Oh no, I don't like that no more. Power bottoms. Lord. Y'all ladies know some of y'all wild too. She done broke my hip. She done knocked me down. Don't want to bump no more with no big old. I can't say big fat woman. They get on me. There was a song by Joe Tex. Somebody take her. She's too much for me. She done knocked me down. That woman done knocked me down. I ain't gonna bump no more. We got to be careful with our language around any kind of shaming. Because they be reading me down. I wonder what he's doing now. Did he go get another job? I mean, it's hard to get a job. I guess nobody has a job right now. Power bottoms. If you're going to be submissive, then be submissive. Let somebody else drive. It appears he held a lot to himself. I think there was a communication breakdown between the two. He held a lot of complaints in. Well, that's your personal business, though, baby. That's all I'm saying. That is your personal business. Coming on here and making enemies. I mean, if she don't want to talk to you, then you have to accept that. You know? You're a businessman. You're supposed to be somebody's agent. Can't you handle difficult clients? Maybe at some point you'll work your way up to some of these R&B singers or something like that. But you're going to have to learn. This ain't how you handle business. Miss Madison is the beloved, a lot of people. Now you're going to get over there and get them other things. Well, Kai is beloved too. She has her following. But I don't feel that alien. She'll be sticking her feet in at any moment. What's going on this weekend? It's going to be a murderous weekend? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Y'all going to give me some content, huh? Some tea. Let me see. Molly Maypatch. She's talking to Renee. Okay. I agree. It is a little scary. He looked like he about to punch a hole in the wall or hurt somebody. People like that just have this look in their eyes. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend him punching her anywhere around TS Madison, honey. Like he said, she's from the streets. I don't think she's gonna be sitting around taking too many punches. So maybe this is the only way he can blow off. Or he's scared she might send some of the girls over there. Yes, way too angry for a job he lost all the months ago. You should be putting that energy into getting another job. I mean, there are a lot of girls who need help. Want to get there. If that's your thing with drag shows and stuff like that. I mean, TS Mad is not a drag queen, but what I'm saying is, if that's your kind of entertainer, surely there are others who are looking for somebody to boost their career. You don't want the word to get around. Oh no, he dangerous, girl. Oh no, he gonna tell all the business. You gotta whisper every time you come in the room. Whisper. Don't say nothing around him. This microphone's in my way. Oh Lord, cancers have a bad way of holding in our emotions. Oh, cancer is not cancer disease. Cancer is the sign. Holding. How's he holding it in though? Well, I guess he ain't talked since February. I don't know. I don't follow him. I know there was a mess around him leaking somebody's phone number before. But Madison's house seems to be pretty happy. I mean, the guys she has there, they all seem to be fine. They come on the show and they laugh it up and all kind of thing. I don't think y'all that miserable. If you're miserable on your job, people, quit. You're miserable on your job. Quit. You're not making any money on your job. This job doesn't pay enough. He says he has other businesses selling, I don't know, containers or glasses or some shit. I don't know what that dude's doing. I know it's hard on a player right now to do anything because of Corona. I guess people who have online businesses are doing okay, but people don't got no money to spend. Hell, you can't even do right online, right? Money is the bottom line. People got to spend their money on rent and groceries, honey. I haven't seen a rebuttal from Maddie yet. She might choose to just ignore him because he's going to just feed off that. I mean, the guy doesn't have any personal celebrity, so it's going to be, like I said, he got 600 people in the last 2 days. So this could be his ticket to launching his online presence. So he's got nothing to lose. She has a whole lot to lose by getting involved with these crazy people. I'm just telling the brother, listen, go and talk to somebody. Can you talk to an online therapist or something and try to figure this shit out, how to accept it? Or sometimes you just got to, I apologize for my part and what my part in it and whatever, if they just choose to reply to you or not, listen, I apologize for my part in it. Whether they choose to accept your apology or they choose to get back with you or talk to you or have a conversation, that's between you and that person, honey. But you've done your part. But he don't seem to he ain't did nothing wrong. He just act like this girl is just a monster and he's an innocent victim. So if you're not willing to say what happened, I mean, on your part, I mean, were you undermining this woman? That's what I think more than likely is what happened. You're undermining her in some way, or she didn't trust you. She said that she didn't feel like you were her friend. Tells me she's suspicious of you. You are suspicious. You say that every time you come into a room, people start whispering and so forth. Listen, sometimes things are just come to an end, honey. I loved this job while I was doing it. The last year, I hated it. So now I'm going to do something else. But to be holding on, hold on just a little while longer. Hold on. No, don't hold on. Let it go. She is firing back on Patreon. Okay, he claims she is firing back on Patreon. Then keep your ass off of Patreon. What the hell do you care about TS Madison and her followers talking shit about you when you're over here talking shit about her? What the hell difference does it make? Why are you over here trying to find out if that woman ever used your name? Oh, she said it subliminally. Oh, over there, they said my name. So what? Why do you care? If you ain't fucking with the person, let it go, honey. They ain't gonna get Giovanni, you're not that interesting. They're not gonna go on and on and on with no conversation about you. They have nothing to gain by that. I can assure you. People are not going on Patreon to hear the great TS Madison talk about Giovanni. It's a delusion. If they talked about you for a couple of days, let them talk shit. You think these people, so many people here that can't stand my black ass? That's their business, honey. I don't think she's all that. She got all that much conversation about you. I really doubt that, Mr. Giovanni. Madison is the online sensation. I'm sorry to say. She has a lot more conversation than the goings-on of Giovanni. So my guess is that you're just using that argument or that name to be relevant. Maybe you don't feel you have purpose anymore. Since you lost that job, you're not in the clubs anymore, right? You're not with the girls. Maybe you enjoyed it. You know, I don't know, honey. If it wasn't for Madison, nobody would know him, right? Look what you got out of it. You could have had that on your resume, honey. And I'm sure that in the world of people who do those kind of shows, your name would have rang because you were T.S. Madison's manager. So instead of using that to go to the next level or trying to part on decent terms, you tried to go the other direction, and now you're talking about this girl's mother. No, that is wrong. It's wrong. Trying to plant innuendo about people's status, it's wrong. It's dirty, honey, and it's low down. Well, I love you, Uncle Timothy. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. All of these darlings over here. I just didn't sing a whole lot of stuff. I didn't see a lot of stuff going on in here. I know the ladies have got something going on Tracy's channel, but I don't know any of the people. So if I don't know the people, I mean, I can't really talk about it. It's kind of a woman's thing. It seems like girl talk. So I guess that's what she means by a murderous weekend. Blood on the dance floor, honey. Let me see. What else is going on here? A nameless potty. Nameless. Is that why I couldn't get? Oh, I didn't ever want to screw that dude. Hell no. Oh, hell no. No, that wasn't it. RJ Supreme. I do feel free, however. Child, if you are trying to go into a business where you have no experience, right? This person said, I did not even know that person. I guess he answered an ad online or on something. They met online and then they got together and they talked. And she decided, I'll give you a chance. That might have been his big break, honey. Maybe you weren't getting paid a whole lot of money, brother, because you were not a professional at that point. But maybe in 7 years, you took some skills away from that. Maybe you learned the craft. Do you know there are people who work as interns, even in hospitals, therapy places, all kind of jobs? They have interns. And some of them are unpaid interns. They go on the job to learn the job, because learning the job is more valuable than some damn $200 check they're going to get. Right? So what did you get out of the deal? Did you learn how to be a manager? Did you learn how to book people? Damn, never let them see you sweat. Am I going to let this woman see this? I'm destroyed now. I'm cowering in my basement. I'm just, because he fired me. No, take it and move on, honey. As far as we know, she was your first client. And I don't buy this shit about you only made $7,000 a year. $30,000. You showed us your pay. This dude, he showed us his Cash App, his PayPal, and everything else. Right? What are you saying? You want TS Madison to write you a check? What the hell are you saying about past pay, man? Oh, somebody said, "Oh, you are a sewer." No, I don't want to sue. I don't want no money. Then what is the point? Right? Am I making sense, people? What, you don't want any money from her? Why are you showing us your pay stubs? Right? And when she's paid you, was that per engagement? In other words, did you book her in Florida? And after the Florida incident was over, then she paid you for that? That don't necessarily mean you had another one the next day. I mean, it's not like a regular job where you're putting in 40 hours a week. Then don't try to present this as some 40-hour-a-week job, right? You work off a percentage of what she makes, is what I assume. I don't think that you sat up there unhappy with the money for 7 years, and on the 7th year, you decided it wasn't enough. Maybe at the end of 7 years, it wasn't enough because now you were a manager. But you have to take that, and to the next person has to pay you what you're worth. Usually a percentage. I think with most managers. I made a phone call. Oh, okay. So, I mean, you know, it's not like a 9-to-5, people. People be hearing that, oh, only $7,000 a year. They're thinking about a job. It's not like that. He'll probably come back and have something to say here. I don't know who you are, motherfucker. This girl. I can box with the best of them if I have to. Leave your business off the streets. Don't bring your business in the street and think nobody's going to notice it. or say anything about it. You decided to go there. I'm sure she don't want this shit to be public. Because I know from years of watching her, she doesn't like any of this shit. She don't like people talking about her at all. So I'm trying to minimize that. I'm talking about him. God, what the hell I would stay on a job. If I'm not being paid right, I don't think I'll make it 2 or 3 months. If the money ain't right, what would I be hanging around for years and years and years? You guys fell out. Something happened, but you ain't shared none of that. Oh no, honey. You haven't shared none of your part. It's the best thing to do is just let it die. Find somebody else. Brush up your skills, honey. Make more relationships with the clubs. Go out to the clubs. Find out who is singing. You live in Indianapolis? Isn't that like, I'm from Indianapolis. But isn't that downtown Indianapolis? Wasn't there like a hub for, what do they used to call those shows? Female impersonator shows? I remember I was a kid. I would hear my mama. This is a year before she thought she knew I was gay, whatever. I would hear her talking to her girlfriends on the phone. She said, "Girl, let's go down here and see the sissies." I don't know if she was saying it loud enough for me to hear that, or she really didn't have a clue. But they would go out on the weekends and downtown to see the sissies. So I think there's quite an audience there. People, please forgive my use of the word sissies. I was just repeating what they said. Indianapolis is a medium-sized town, but they were always known for that. Female impersonators. Quit it. You keep saying, kick it, quit it, Lord. But did you ever try to turn your sick soul inside out so that the world can watch you die? Who was that? Nina Simone or was that Nancy Wilson? Talking about junkie walking in the twilight. I'm a long, long way from home. I left home 3 days ago. And it may not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Slide the thumbs up, please. I said you'd be another junkie song I used to listen to. This is long before I became a junkie. There was one called Bird Liz, mothers, brothers in the baseball park, right next to, wait a minute. I'll pick it up as I'm going along. Right next to the sign, please don't be in our home. Let me see. And he reached in his pants and he pulled out the chalk white powder. The one the junkies call Skag. I'm high. I'm flying. I'm wasting. If I could only come down. There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. Give me some dough so I can buy me some smack and get back on the track. He tried to get up, but his body wouldn't move. His mind was in the spirit of the thing that he do. Wow. The brother said he slipped off into a nod. Bird show eases the pain. Now I guess I'll tune in on Brother Blaine. Let's see. Then he suddenly realized that he was dead and being lowered into the ground and couldn't utter a single sound, and his family and friends were standing around with their head hanging down, crying and carrying on because their beautiful son was gone. No, I'm not dead, his mind said. Don't bury me, because I didn't. Then he suddenly realized, O.D. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, don't. That was before rap. The Last Poets. I still remember this song. The Last Poets. So there was rap before rap, right? Marvin gave you the song. Don't let me get started, child. I all these people's songs. Join TS on Patreon for the tea. Yeah, y'all go over there and see how much she's actually talking about him. I don't see that as a major topic. I really don't. As fast mouth as she is, she's probably shooting off 100 different names, honey. He heard, oh, that was me. That was me. Did you hear what she said? That was me. Oh, yeah. Child. All right, people. Let me see. If it wasn't for Madison, nobody would know him at all. Okay. Sipping socialized, baby. He was swinging with everybody in the chat, calling out their government name. He's actually kind of funny, but messy. He got to get over this thing with TS Madison. He just got to get over it. Simple as that, honey. He still seems very, very angry. It's like it just happened this weekend. Spoken words. Snap, snap, snap. There was a rap, several raps. Let me see. No, don't let me go. I don't want to butcher nobody else's music. I think James Brown even had rap songs. All right, guys. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about today. I hope you guys are staying in best you can, taking care of yourself. Remember Herman Cain, honey. This shit is more and more serious. And we got this Joker on here. He's just, oh my God, it's incredible. He is killing the people who are supposed to be his supporters. He's literally killing them. This is going to be an historic presidency. They're going to be talking about this presidency for 100 years. Perhaps that's what he wants. Of course, T.S. Madison, oh, Lord. Nicole Reloaded, of course he didn't. But he planted, it's like innuendo. Oh, I'm not saying that she pushed him. I'm not saying that. But there was only 2 people in the room. Same thing with this health stuff. Oh, I didn't say it. You just did say it. Don't play dirty. You want people to respect you? Be respectful, honey. Sipping socialized, that's what he did to me. Same guy. But Uncle Tim, this is Sipping socialized. He contradicted him in the chat last night and said to someone, did I say I was complaining about my pay? What the fuck are you talking about it then? Why are you showing us documents about how much you got paid? If you're not complaining about your pay, are you complaining about it or you're not complaining about it? If you're not complaining about it, why are you showing us all these receipts about how much money you got paid? Hell, I can use 30, sit on my ass and send me 30,000. Shit. We don't know what you did for that money. And we don't know why you would continue to do it for 7 years. That's crazy. Then why did you bring it up? Exactly. Civil society, that's exactly it, honey. I didn't say she fell out. She pushed her out the chair. Oh, really? Well, how do we know about it then? Why are we talking about it? Why even bring it up? It's messy. If you had anything, yes, she could sue you for defamation of character. But you said a whole lot of stuff that can't be substantiated. And the people and the judges are going to want to know, why were you there for 7 years? Because you're saying that it's not on lump sum. You're saying for all 7 years she was paying you less than what you were worth. How do we know that you didn't just book the damn club or whatever? That was it, and she gave you your cut. We don't know. We don't know anything about their relationship, honey. You guys going to drop lugs out of it. He was swinging names, name dropper. This is the worst presidency ever in history. I don't think there's any disputing that, honey. I don't think it's any disputing that at all. And when these people, just like in The Wizard of Oz, when they go behind that curtain and say, what the fuck? You know, the Wizard of Oz presented to be this big, I'm sweating. The Wizard to be this big lion head and all this great king and all this kind of shit. And there's just a little carnival barker behind the screen, behind the curtain. When they started to realize, they said, wait a minute, isn't this what we were saying when he was running? Maybe we should go back and look at how many times Donald Trump has been in court for not paying people. Maybe we should look at all his lawsuits. Has he been in lawsuits since he was 18 or 19 years old? This person has never had any character. People bought it. They liked that character on the damn Apprentice. And I'm sorry to say, a lot of it was just race. He played on it. He know people was angry because they had a black president. So he was going to be the opposite. I'm going to be on your side. Anything is this racial, he's always on that other side, honey. He ain't never once been on the side of regular people, the masses. Never once. He always chooses the side of the opposition. Okay. He's very nasty and mean-spirited. I told him I was going to his weird. Okay. So, Sipping Socialized, you had a personal relationship with him or encounter with him? Because he threatened me. It didn't say much for your character, bruh. If you're going to be in that business, I suggest you clean up your act. Yeah, when those people's families start dying, like Herman Cain did, and they start realizing, well, damn, we got this from his rallies and stuff, because he's still having them. What was it? One yesterday, today, no mask, people right in front of him, spitting all on him to cheer. Herman Cain ain't that special. If he can catch it, so can others. Of course, they're going to try to dap it down. I wouldn't surprise me if you go out there and give him a couple $1,000 and keep your mouth quiet. It would not surprise me. Yeah, I see he always snaps at the people who ask him questions. I don't think he likes questions. He don't like you questioning nothing or any of his motives or anything, honey. Oh, well, best of luck to you, dude. I don't know you. I don't have any strong desire to know you. But bring your business online. Expect people to talk about it. That's what we do. That's what a YouTuber is. Whether you're a celebrity or nah. Bring it on here. People going to talk. If you bring your relationship, if you find you a nice, good man, leave it in your house, honey. Or they will tear his ass apart. Oh, I do. God bless you all. God bless you too, Nicole. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay in the house as much as you can. I know it's getting on your nerves now. I know it's getting on your nerves, child. I said, should I start saying I'm depressed? One day you're in, one day you're out, whatever. Sometimes you get a second wind around evening time. But laying around all day, honey, retirement is not all it's cracked up to be. Now, I'm somewhat used to it because I've been retired for a while. But it still would be nice to be able to go to restaurants, eat, meet people, humans. It's getting monotonous. But we got to do what we got to do. Yeah, they were probably all miserable. If they were all being quiet when he came into the room, hell, everybody was miserable. The thing, it just played out. Cabin fever is annoying. You got that dang all right. Sure is. But you guys know I did a lot of time in prison. So I was used to being locked in a cage for months. We would get out 2 hours a day. I mean, for months. And sometimes we'd be on lockdown and you wouldn't leave your cell for 2 months. They would come and push the garbage food up under the gate. That happened a lot. So I guess I'm sort of no stranger to lockdown. Don't y'all get mad at me. Y'all got mad at Ellen DeGeneres because she said she liked being in jail. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your weekend. Tracy says it's going to be murderous. Check your notifications. Later, people.